The reason why 95% of the investors don't see any growth is because of this, the investment chain. When one of the 5 links breaks, the whole strategy falls apart, and so does your chance for fast growth. Sadly, by the end of this video, many of you will realize the reason your investment growth is so static. You realize that you only have been focusing on this part of the chain, or maybe this bit as well. I'm afraid a 2-link chain is useless, and that's why I've seen the power of this strategy in building substantial wealth. And these principles are followed by 99% of the world's millionaires. Investing your money every month is like planting seeds that grow into a money tree. Over time, those seeds grow and multiply, creating a robust and steady stream of income. But before we get into that, let's review the biggest problem you have right now, which is the 4th link on our chain: managing emotions. You have been told countless times before, stay calm and you will succeed. But it's simply not true.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
Managing emotions means different things to different people. Does that mean that you have to be the most detached, the most rational, or the most informed? Well, actually, it's none of them. The best investors are those who can manage their emotions enough to stay invested and stick to their plan, and that's why a lot of portfolios don't grow. To manage emotions effectively, these other 4 sections of the chain have to be your main focus before you can invest successfully. Now you're probably wondering what those sections are, so let me review the first one to you, and this is the most important one: low cost. You have to understand that high fees and expenses will eat into your returns significantly. Only people who will disagree are asset managers with their next investment pitch, and many investors don't focus here nearly enough. Every dollar you spend on cost is a dollar less to grow your money. Next, we move on to the 2nd link in the chain: broad diversification. If you want to transform your portfolio, start diversifying and spreading your investments across different asset classes. This is what all the best investors in the world are doing all the time. You will notice the benefits of doing this too. For example, when the tech sector is down, your investments in healthcare or energy might be up, balancing your overall portfolio performances. And you can predict the market, right?
What is my crystal ball telling me?
Now, let's move on the 3rd link: avoiding the spending trap. And this concept is crucial to understand because this is where you have to make an agreement with yourself. First things first, set aside 20%, 30%, or even more from your income. Then work out ways to invest that money, which we will discuss later, rather than spending it on unnecessary items. Be careful though, because this is where a lot of investors fall down. Wealthy people understand how awesome it feels to spend, but they know also it's better to invest because over the long term it will multiply your investment significantly. Now let's focus on the 4th link: managing emotions. As I mentioned earlier, this should be a byproduct of all the other links. Managing emotions might take practice, and it's often one of the hardest parts of the process. For many of us, including myself, it's a continuous effort to stay calm and stick to your plan, especially when the market is volatile. To prove my point, many of you won't focus enough on this, and many of you will overreact to market movements.
I'm gonna kill myself! Wow.
And I've seen this over and over again. And this is the final part of the chain that ensures every time you repeat this whole process, you will get better and better. Finally, the 5th link: the compound interest secret. Here you have to use the data and insight you have gathered to work out if you are on track to meet your long-term goals. This involves understanding the power of compound interest, which can exponentially grow your investments over time. People say you need to invest for years to get traction, and that's true. There is no magic number to aim for, but one thing is for sure: if you keep investing and let compound interest work its magic, you will become a millionaire sooner or later. Now, don't ignore this video here because it's going to help you fix the 2nd section of the chain and show you how you can turn diversification into a powerful investment strategy, and also have a story about how this saved my portfolio during a market downturn.